Mahesh here, and I'm from MPU Team 4, and I would like to speak briefly about hybrid buses and give a small explanation on how they work. We all know that buses are tremendous machines, but they also have a very big and rather dangerous side effect known as emission. Emission is the toxic gases that are being spewed by the engines of these buses which run on fossil fuel. These kind of engines, the engines that are in our buses, spew toxic gases such as carbon monoxide and nitrogen dioxide, which would rather strain our fragile environment. And the solution to this critical problem is hybrid buses. Hybrid buses are vehicles that run entirely without any emission, even though they are powered by a conventional combustion engine. This is due to the fact that they incorporate electric motors into their system, meaning the same engine that can power a 2 to 3 ton pickup truck can also power a 20-ton bus. This is due to the incorporation of electric motors into the transmission of the bus. Transmissions function to transfer the power from the engine, the power that's exerted from the engine towards the drive shaft and the wheels of the vehicle. Unlike regular mechanical transmissions, an electrically variable transmission, which are found in these kind of hybrid buses, contain electric motors that also act as a continuously variable clutch with no friction between other parts of the transmission. This allows the bus to draw more torque and power from the combustion engine continuously. Thanks to the EVT and the electric motors that drive the gears, as well as transfer power from the engine towards the drive shaft and the wheels, a smaller engine can replace the conventionally large internal combustion engine. This directly ties to the notion of reduction of emission and also directs the public transportation system to a greener future. In case my explanation wasn't as detailed as to the advantages of the hybrid bus system, I would like to direct you to my teammate Padmesh, who would explain the advantage of the hybrid bus system. Padmesh, take it away.
Hi, my name is Padmesh. I'm from Group 4 and I'll be talking about the advantages and why we should use hybrid buses. The first advantage is quieter operations, and drivers and passengers both agree that hybrid buses are a lot quieter compared to the diesel counterpart, which can reduce noise pollution. The second, it has a smoother and faster operation, and according to testings done to compare both, the hybrid performance is comparable to the diesel counterpart due to a low-end torque characteristic, which can provide a more comfortable experience. The third advantage is a reduced maintenance cost on the mechanical equipment. The hybrid buses are expected to have a lower maintenance cost due to reduced stress, which can extend brake life for about 50 to 100%, therefore requiring less maintenance compared to a traditional transmission. The fourth advantage is a reduced emission. Hybrid buses can cut emissions by as much as 75% compared to the conventional diesel bus. These emission reductions can function in electric drive, ultra-low sulfur diesel fuel in conjunction to a certain trap technology that improve the fuel economy for the hybrid system. Finally, an increased fuel efficiency, and based on the result of a certain National Renewable Energy Lab, it shows that the increase in fuel economy compared to the conventional diesel buses when using the hybrid buses. This evaluation indicates that the hybrid buses offered an average of 37% of improvement in the fuel economy. So why we should use hybrid buses? The diesel exhaust emits and contains a toxic substance that contributes to airborne concentrations of particles that impact our health and can cause lung damage and sometimes premature death. Some of it are asthma and bronchitis. Thus, using these hybrid buses, you can reduce the emissions and save and improve the quality of life in our community, and also slowly repair the damage that we have already done to Earth, and reduce the pollution rate of noise pollution and other pollutions done thanks to the normal diesel buses.
Hi, my name is Tan Kai Sing. I will talk about what is kinetic tiles and the advantages of using kinetic tiles. Kinetic tiles are a tile that captures kinetic energy from footstep to generate electricity. The tile transforms your footstep into electricity, which can power everything from street lighting to interactive adverts. They are the latest technology when it comes to energy harvesting from innovative sources. Kinetic tiles can be implemented in the floors of crowded places and footpaths and railway platforms. It can also be used in various alarm systems such as bus stations, airports, and playgrounds. PaveGen is a British company that has been working on this technology since 2008. 8 years later, they have improved on the design by moving over to a triangular shape to maximize performance. Next, I will talk about what is the advantages of using kinetic tiles. First, the advantages of using kinetic tiles is it can be used within indoors and outdoors to generate electricity for pedestrians. Secondly, it can reduce the global warming causes while using traditional carbon fuels. By using kinetic tiles, it will reduce 6.81 tons of the carbon dioxide emissions. Furthermore, kinetic tiles are waterproof and damp-proof, and it is low maintenance cost. The top surface of the kinetic tiles is built with recyclable rubber and stainless steel. The base of the slab is constructed from over 80% of recycled materials with concrete. So it is completely renewable and eco-friendly. And now I'll pass to my teammate Ginger to talk about how kinetic tile works and why we should use it.
Hi, I'm Jinza, and I'll be focusing on how kinetic tiles work and why we should implement them. As fossil fuels and other conventional energy sources are continually being exhausted, many look to the way of an alternative energy supply that is renewable and suitable for societal implementations. Kinetic tiles being one of them is a possible future source of energy that is powered by daily social interactions. So to understand this technology, we must first familiarize ourselves with the concept of piezoelectricity. Basically, certain solid materials are capable of accumulating energy when subjected to mechanical pressure, also known as motion. This accumulated energy is then converted into electricity and stored. In the case of kinetic tiles, a simple human step that lasts for half a second causes the electromagnetic generator below the tile to vertically displace, producing between 2 to 8 watts of power. Moving on, PaveGen, a British company that is pioneering this technology, conducted a test wherein they installed their kinetic tiles on the last stretch of the 2013 Paris Marathon. The 40,000 participants that eagerly raced towards the finish line generated about 7,000 watts of power. To put that into perspective, you can effectively run an AC for about 12 hours. Despite the small surface area that was covered, this was a good showing of how much energy can be produced by simply moving. If our sidewalks, tourist hotspots, and other areas with busy traffic were covered, imagine how much energy can be harvested from the day to day. Additionally, future projections from today seem to reinforce the idea further. For example, the estimated world population of 2030 will grow to a staggering 8.5 billion people. Also, the price of the kinetic tiles themselves in the next decade will drop from 450 ringgit per square foot to a mere 30 ringgit. In such, it is our firm belief that Malaysia should invest in this technology within the next decade in order to deviate from finite sources of energy or power. Thank you.